Hello, kids. A very good and pleasant morning to my cuties of Gurukul English Medium School. How are you, everyone? I hope you all are happy and fine at home. Welcome back to another amazing session of GK. Kids, in last lecture, we have studied about eco-friendly energy resources and global warming. Today, we will start with another new chapters that are lesson number 28, Important Rivers, and lesson number 29, Indian Dance Forms. First, we will begin with lesson number 28, that is Important Rivers. India is a country of various natural resources like rivers, mountains, and forests. The rivers help in transportation, electricity generation, and also provide a good drinking water resource. A river is a natural flowing water course, usually fresh water flowing towards an ocean, sea, lake, and another river. In some cases, a river flows into the ground and becomes dry at the end of its course without reaching another body of water. Small rivers can be referred to names such as stream, creek, brook, and reel. There is no official definition for the generic term river as applied to geographic features. Although in some countries or communities a river is defined by its size. Indus, Brahmaputra, Narmada, Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi, and Ganga are some of the main rivers in India. Let us learn more about these rivers. Ganga. Ganga River is a transboundary river of Asia which flows through India and Bangladesh. This river originates in the Gangotri Glacier and is considered as the holy river of India. Ganga River is a lifeline to millions who live along its course. It is a sacred river and worshipped as the goddess Ganga in Hinduism. Indus. Indus River is called Sindhu in Sanskrit. Indus River flows through China, India, and Pakistan, originating in the Tibetan Plateau in the vicinity of Lake Mansarovar. The river runs a course through the Ladakh region of India towards Gilgit-Baltistan and then flows in a southerly direction along the entire length of Pakistan to merge into the Arabian Sea near the port city of Karachi in Sindh. Indus is the longest river of Pakistan. Mahanadi. The meaning of this river's name is the big river. The Mahanadi is a major river in east central India. The river flows through the states of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and Odisha. Krishna. Krishna River is the third largest river in India that originates at Mahabaleshwar in Maharashtra and flows through central South India. It is one of the major sources of irrigation for Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh. Brahmaputra. Brahmaputra River flows through Tibet, Assam, and Bangladesh. It has its origin in the Kailash range of the Himalayas. It is the 15th longest river in the world. Narmada. Narmada River is also called the Riva and previously it was also known as Narbada. It is also known as Lifeline of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat for its huge contribution to the state of Madhya Pradesh and Gujarat in many ways. Narmada River rises from Amarkantak Plateau in Anuppur district, Madhya Pradesh. It forms the traditional boundary between North India and South India and flows westwards over a length of 1312 kilometers before draining through the Gulf of Khambat into the Arabian Sea. Godavari. Godavari River is India's second longest river after the Ganga. Its source is in Trimbakeshwar, Maharashtra. The river ultimately empties into the Bay of Bengal through an extensive network of tributaries. So kids, this is all about important rivers. Now we will start with next chapter, that is lesson number 29, Indian dance forms. India has a rich culture of dance. Different dance styles include classical, traditional, tribal and folk. Each dance form is originated in different states of India. Let us go through some dance form. Bharatnatyam. Bharatnatyam is an ancient dance form originated in Tamil Nadu. It is known for its grace, purity, tenderness, expression and poses. Bharatnatyam is one of the oldest classical dance traditions in India. Gaudiya Nritya. Gaudiya Nritya is originated in West Bengal. Gaudiya Nritya is performed with color and music to explain a drama, historical story or poetry. It is not recognized as an Indian classical dance by the Sangeet Natak Academy, but study of it is eligible for scholarship from the Ministry of Culture of India. Kathak. Kathak is originated in Uttar Pradesh. In Kathak, Katha or storytellers recite stories while the Kathak dance is being performed. Kathak dancers tells various stories through their hand movements and extensive footwork, their body movements and flexibility, but most importantly through their facial expressions. Kathakali. Kathakali is originated in Kerala. In Kathakali, the key features include bright makeup, minute gesture, loud costumes, well-defined body movements and playback music. The traditional themes of the Kathakali are folk mythologies, religious legends and spiritual ideas from the Hindu epics and the Purans. Mohiniyattam. Mohiniyattam is one of the famous classical dance of India that developed and remained popular in the state of Kerala. This dance form has slow, graceful movements with delicate gestures and footwork. Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi is originated in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It is named after the Kuchipudi village which is located close to the Bay of Bengal. It includes dance, drama and music with fast movements. The popularity of Kuchipudi has grown within India and is performed worldwide. Manipuri. Manipuri is originated in Manipur. It is one of the major Indian classical dance form. The Manipuri dance is religious in nature and is based on the Ras Leela act demonstrated by Radha and Krishna. Odissi. Odissi is originated in Orissa. The Odissi dance is famous for its style that consists of isolated movements of the head, chest and pelvis. Satriya. Satriya is originated in Assam. This classical dance form is usually based on mythological stories. So students, this is all about Indian dance forms. I hope you all understood very well. See you again in next class. Thank you kids. Bye. Take care. Hello kids. A very good morning to my stars of Gurukul English Medium School. How are you everyone? I hope you all are happy and fine. Kids, in last lecture we have studied about Indian rivers and Indian dance forms. Today we will start with next chapters that are lesson number 30, lesson number 31 and lesson number 35. First, we will begin with lesson number 30, that is food specialities. India, being a diverse country, has so many cultures spread across different states. Each state expresses its tradition through different ways such as clothing, dance, cuisine, etc. Cuisine means a style of cooking. Kids, so let us go through few traditional dishes of some states of India. Sarson da saag, makke di roti, lassi. Sarson da saag is a popular vegetarian dish from the northern region of the Indian subcontinent. It is often served with makke di roti. Sarson da saag and makke di roti with lassi is considered as a special dish of Punjab. It is eaten only in winter season. Masoor tenga. Masoor tenga is the traditional dish of Assam. Malai ghevar. Malai ghevar is the traditional dish of Rajasthan. It is a sweet dish traditionally associated with the Teej festival. It is a disc-shaped sweet cake made with maida and soaked in sugar syrup. Shami kebab, moong dal halwa. Shami kebab and moong dal halwa are the traditional dishes of Uttar Pradesh. Shami kebab is eaten as a snack or an appetizer. Moong dal halwa is super tasty and is often prepared during the winter months as it is supposed to keep the body warm. Made with moong beans, ghee and dry fruits, moong dal halwa is very common in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Thepla, dhokla, khandvi. Thepla, dhokla, khandvi are the famous traditional dishes of Gujarat. Thepla and dhokla are typically enjoyed as a breakfast or can be eaten for snacks. Khandvi is prepared from a batter of gram flour and yogurt seasoned with ginger paste, salt, water, turmeric and green chili pepper. Bhutte ki keez. Bhutte ki keez is a popular and delicious street food snack from Madhya Pradesh. Rasgulla, fish curry. Rasgulla and fish curry are the traditional dishes of West Bengal. Vada pav, misal pav, puran poli, modak, shrikhand. Kids, you all must be knowing about these dishes. Yes, these dishes are famous dishes from Maharashtra. Bebinka and prawn balka. Bebinka is a type of traditional layer cake of Goa. It is especially popular during Christmas. Prawn balka refers to the method of cooking where seafood is pickled in a spicy and tangy tomato vinegar based sauce. Mysore pak, Dharwad peda and chiroti. Mysore pak, Dharwad peda and chiroti are the traditional dishes of Karnataka. Hyderabadi biryani. Hyderabadi biryani is famous dish of Andhra Pradesh. It is prepared from rice using dum method of cooking. Appam, dosa, idli, sambar, rasam. Appam, dosa, idli, sambar and rasam are the traditional dishes of Tamil Nadu. On special occasions, traditional Tamil dishes are served in a traditional manner using banana leaves in place of plate. So students, this is all about food specialties. Now we will move on to the next chapter, that is lesson number 31, spices. The specialty of Indian food is its spices. Let's get familiar with some Indian spices. Asafoetida. Asafoetida is known as hing in Hindi. It is used to add a distinct flavor in some dishes. It has been used in traditional medicine for centuries. Cardamom. Cardamom is known as elaichi in Hindi. Cardamom has a strong and unique taste with an intense aroma. The most common way to use cardamom is in cooking or baking. Pepper. Pepper is known as miri in Hindi. Pepper is one of the most commonly used spices worldwide. It has a sharp and mild spicy flavor that goes well with many dishes. Turmeric. Turmeric is known as haldi in Hindi. Turmeric is the spice that gives curry its yellow color. It has been used in India for thousands of years as a spice and medicinal herb. Mustard seeds. Mustard seeds are known as sarson ke beej in Hindi. Mustard seed is a popular condiment made from the seeds of the mustard plant. Cumin seeds. Cumin seeds are known as jeera in Hindi. Cumin seed lends its distinctive flavor in various Indian curries. Its flavor has been described as spicy and warm. Clove. Clove is known as long in Hindi. Cloves are best known as a sweet and aromatic spice, but they have also been used in traditional medicine. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is known as dalchini in Hindi. Cinnamon is a highly delicious spice. It has been prized for its medicinal properties for thousands of years. Nutmeg. Nutmeg is known as jaifal in Hindi. It can be found in whole seed form but is most often sold as a ground spice. Star anise. Star anise is known as chakraful in Hindi. Star anise is famed not only for its distinct flavor but also is famed for its medicinal benefits. Coriander seeds. Coriander seeds are known as dhania ke beej in Hindi. Coriander is a fragrant, antioxidant-rich herb that has many uses and health benefits. Red chilies. Red chilies are known as lal mirch in Hindi. Red chilies are popular for their ability to improve the taste of any meal with their hot flavor. Children, this is all about spices. Kids, now let us move on to the next lesson, that is lesson number 35, National Holidays. National holidays are declared by the Government of India to celebrate significant events. Besides national holidays, different cities and states have their specific public holidays to celebrate important events and festivals. There are 3 national holidays in India. Kids, do you know which 3 national holidays are there in India? Yes, Republic Day, Independence Day and Gandhi Jayanti. Republic Day. The Constitution of India came into effect on January 26, 1950. This day is celebrated as a national holiday as it signifies the country's movement towards becoming a democratic nation. Independence Day. Kids, you all must be knowing very well when is Independence Day celebrated. Yes, India became independent from the British rule on August 15, 1947 after many years of struggle. Since then, every year 15th August is celebrated as Independence Day throughout our country. Gandhi Jayanti. Mahatma Gandhi was born on October 2, 1869. This day is celebrated as Gandhi Jayanti, a national holiday in memory of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, also called as Father of the Nation. Mahatma Gandhi led the independence movement in India. I hope you all understood the chapters very well. See you again in the next class. Bye. Take care.